Islam Makhachev continues to delusionally duck Ilia Topuria. He continues to stall the lightweight division and hopes to chase the double champ status at welterweight. Today we're going to talk about how Islam is ruining the lightweight division, quite literally ruining the UFC by doing that too. The most stacked division, I think the division with the most amount of stars in one division. So the argument that Islam Makhachev and his team have been making this whole time is that Ilia needs to earn his shot at 155. He needs to earn his shot. Today we're going to show some of the hypocrisy from Islam Makhachev's team, from Khabib, from his coach Javier. We're going to show some clips by them, and we're going to talk about why Ilia deserves it and why this is ruining lightweight in the UFC. So here's a clip from the Pound for Pound podcast with Henry Cejudo interviewing Khabib. This is Khabib defending Islam's ducking. This is Khabib defending Islam for being a duck.
Ilia Topuria. He said, you know what? I want to go up to 155 pounds, fight the number one contender, and then if he wins that, then he fights Islam. I think that's good, brother. I think he deserves.
I think if you move up and you beat somebody like Dustin Poirier or Charles Oliveira, he's next. Why not? Because there is nobody.
So you don't think right now Ilia deserves a shot at 155 pounds?
Without fighting in 155? Without? No, I don't agree. Because Islam already give chance. And people talk bad about, like, oh, he fight 2 times with Volkanovski. But the UFC pushed this fight. And this fight was...
Okay, that's something I wanted to talk about in this video, is the victimization that Islam and Team Khabib do a lot. The victimization that, oh, people talk bad about, defending the belt twice against a featherweight. No, they don't. That beating Volkanovski twice are his most impressive title defenses, his most impressive wins of his whole fucking career. This is such a victim thing that they do, where they say that everyone talks bad when he fights a featherweight. No, they don't. Okay, beating Ilia Topuria would be your most impressive title defense ever. Your most impressive career win ever. It's not even close. We'll continue the clip.
It's good in first fight, but why Islam have to give 3-time chance for 145 champion? Why? It's not fair for 155 pounds.
Right.
But if he move up and he beat somebody like Charles Oliveira, of course. You know what I think?
Yeah.
I think he can beat him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's the full clip. Khabib wants Islam to duck. They're trying to keep their boy safe, not get knocked out by Ilia. This is why they should give Ilia a chance, Khabib, because a 145er, a featherweight, gave Islam his toughest title defense. The first fight, all right? This was easily Islam's toughest title challenge to this day. This next quote is by Islam's coach Javier. This is explaining why Paddy Pimblett deserves a title shot. This clip is just to show the hypocrisy of Team Makhachev.
Do you think Paddy deserves a title shot, or he's not ready to face somebody like Islam?
Paddy's ready to face anybody. His credentials, his winning record in the UFC, and his height. If they give him the next title shot, he deserves it. Is he worthy? Yes.
All right. So just, what do you even say to that? Paddy Pimblett deserves a title shot because he beat Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler lost to both Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier, who Khabib said should fight Ilia Topuria. It doesn't make any sense. How does Paddy deserve a title shot for beating Michael Chandler, but Ilia Topuria, who knocked out Max Holloway and Volkanovski in the same calendar year, needs to fight Dustin Poirier or a Charles Oliveira, 2 guys we know he would beat? All right, so this chart here, this has been going around all over MMA YouTube, MMA Twitter. This chart here kind of shows a little bit of the fraudulent title defenses. Now, let me get one thing straight. These are impressive title defenses nonetheless, all right, no matter what. The Volk title defense, there's a little, kind of weird circumstances, but Volk took the fight nonetheless. It's his fault. Now, obviously, this last fight here, it should have been Arman Tsarukyan. That would have been a much more impressive title defense. These happened outside of Islam's powers, but your last fight was against Renato Moicano nonetheless. I don't think that gives you the right to go up to welterweight in hopes of double champ status. I think you should vacate if you're not going to fight Ilia Topuria. Here we have, The UFC needs to make this fight. This is a super fight. This is the fight we should have had headlining International Fight Week, but it's not, because the UFC fumbled hard. They've been fumbling all this year. And this quote, they should rip this quote off the wall. If Islam Makhachev ends up never fighting Ilia Topuria, they should rip this quote off the wall of the UFC PI. I want to thank all you guys so much. Please like and subscribe if you like this terrible YouTube, this terrible UFC, MMA, shitty content slop. I'll try to produce better quality videos soon. Thank you so much.